Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zennie Booi and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're new here, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate it. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be reviewing the Hermosa Flor Daisy eyeshadow palette. So if you guys are interested in that, please continue watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment down below, and click the subscribe button if you haven't. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms at Zennie Booi on both Twitter and Instagram. I will link them in the description box below, and I'll see you in the video. Alright guys, so let's get ready. So the star of today's video is the Hermosa Flor Cosmetics Daisy eyeshadow palette. So that's what I'm using today. I'm going to be reviewing this palette and I'm going out with my friends like in an hour or so. So I have about an hour to get ready. So I've done my brows and everything, so it should be fine. So this is how the palette looks like. Right, this is how the palette looks like, and this is how how all the colors look. I think this is a very gorgeous palette. It's very gorgeous. It's got a nice color selection, and dare I might say it might be a bit beginner friendly because it's got a lot of colors. So if you want to play around with color, then you can. And it looks like it's very pigmented, right? So I'm gonna swatch a color or two. I'm just gonna swatch this new color here, this color right here. Let's see how that swatches. And that is on pigment, darling. That is what we call pigment, darling. So I'm quite excited to use this palette. It's black owned. It's owned by Gorgeous Mbali. I'm not sure if she's an influencer or was an influencer, but I know that now she is an entrepreneur because she's got this cosmetics company, and the palette retails for 300 rand. Well, it was launched on the 9th of August, so the 9th of August, so that was the launch price. So I'm guessing it's going to go up. Palettes usually range about 350 400, so it might be 350 400. Hopefully it's still 300. I will link it down in the description box below so you can purchase it if you want. So I believe let's get into the look. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to prime my eyes with the Maybelline Instant Pore Eraser Primer. I saw this technique from Anezwa. She's another YouTuber, and she says basically that if you have dry eyelids, right, you can prime your, okay, I think that was a bit too much. You can prime your eyelid with primer so that it doesn't like dry up the concealer when you use the concealer as a base. So let's just do that. Prime that up. And yeah, guys, I'm so excited to be seeing some of my friends today because I haven't seen them in like 5 months. So imagine how excited I am. I just hope I'm not late, or I don't be late. I'll just put the rest of this primer on here. Oh yeah, and if you can see that some of the concealer isn't blended underneath my eyebrows, don't clock me. I'll blend it out when I blend the rest of the, what do you call this, the rest of the concealer into my eyelids. So the concealer that I'm going to use is the Maybeline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30. This is how the Fit Me Concealer looks like, right? And it's in the shade 30. This is my highlight shade. I think I should actually get I should invest in an eyeshadow primer because apparently it's not even expensive. But you know what? Oh, I have some other thing on here. But you know what? I'll do it eventually. And I haven't even been makeup shopping in a while, guys. But yeah, that's what we're gonna go do here. And guys, I just want to say that it's so important to support Black businesses, especially Black businesses that give great service. Like they have no bullshit, they don't scam you, you know what I mean? because we all gotta eat. So I'm gonna take this beauty blender that I got from GRWM, and I'm just gonna blend that in there. You want to make sure that you blend your concealer in there, and you blend. So basically the ordering process with Hermosa Flor is very easy. You go onto their Instagram page, right? That's how I did it. I went onto the Instagram page, I clicked on their link. Their website is in their bio, so I clicked the link there and I purchased my order. And I also got a lip gloss. I'll show you in a bit the lip gloss that I've got. Hopefully I can incorporate it into this look. But the lip gloss was 100 rand, and then the palette was 300, and then shipping was 99 rand, right? And literally it came within 2-3 days, so it's very quick, very fast shipping. And they ship from Cape Town from what I saw, because as soon as you place your order, they send you an email, they send you an SMS saying that they received your order, your parcel is coming from Cape Town. And yeah, I think that's so cool. Okay, so now that you've made sure that your concealer is blended, let's blend now that's underneath the brows. I think that's good. So the only bad thing I didn't do was wash my brushes, but you know what, it's not a train smash because that color is not going to transfer. Sorry guys, there's a lot of cars coming past. I hope you guys can hear me at least. But yeah, so what I'm first gonna do is I'm going to use I'm probably going to use about 4 shades here. I'm going to use 3 mattes. These are the shades that I'm going to use for my look. I'm going to use New Happiness Power, and I think Scarlet or Edible. I think more Scarlet. I'm going more purple today. So yeah, and I really like pink eyeshadow looks and purple eyeshadow looks, but then like the palettes that I have don't really have much purple, so I'm really glad that I got myself this bad boy right here. Shout out. And I'm just going to put my brush into Power, and I'm going to use Power as a transition color, and I'm just going to work my way slowly. What is that? Pigment, honey. Pigment. That's on pigment. And I'm just going to put that color in there. And yeah guys, and it doesn't seem to have any fallout, but I don't mind palettes with fallout because I typically do my eyes before I do foundation, so foundation will like clean that up. But if you're a foundation before brows person or before your eye look person, like typically people who do foundation before they do their eyes always put like, what do you call this? I'm just gonna go into Power again. Always, what's the word? They always make sure that they use powder so that they don't mess and they can dust off that fallout. But guys, this palette looks so beautiful. I am such a fan, and I think Gorgeous Mbali started her brand last year, and I've been wanting to support, and now I've got a channel, so I can not only just support in silence, I can support in a public, you know. That's quite nice. It's quite nice. But so far I'm really loving this palette. I really am. Not gonna front. The color payoff is nice, you know, and it's very affordable. That's what I like, is that it's affordable, and it's important to support businesses that are South African owned, you know. You don't always have to buy, you know, ABH palettes. I mean, not that I can afford an ABH palette, but you know. And it's so nice seeing so many people start their brands, start their companies, and I'm here to support. Like I know Faith and Getty just recently recently launched FE Beauty. That sounds nice. Nice. And maybe if you guys want me to review one of their products, just drop me a comment, you know, and I'll be happy to do so. Guys, I am loving and living for the color. Here, I am living for it. I think I could even slap on some lashes now and then call it a day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go into New over here. This color, New, the one I swatched for you guys. It looks like it's a very pink color. Yeah, it's very pink, you know. And I'm just going to dab that on, and I'm going to focus it on the inner part of the crease, you know. And you just want to make sure that if you're working with a new palette and you don't know how it works, you want to maybe build that color on rather than just pack the whole time, so that it's easier to blend, because you don't want to be left with something that you don't know how to blend. So that's just my tip or my 2 cents on that. And I'm just going in circular motions, you know. And concentrating that color there, right there. Just gonna do that on the same eye. Hey guys, dilambile, hey. And I hope I don't be late. Like, I hope I'm not late. Yeah. Anyway guys, the end of the block. End of the block for me, awful. Like, for vid students. I know some people are still beginning second semester, you know what I mean. And guys, my homegirls are coming back soon. Guys, and I tell you how much I miss my friends. Like, they know like, they're coming back soon. I hope like it actually happens and I'm not just jinxing it. But I'm gonna see them soon, guys, and I haven't seen them in like forever. Just gonna put that color back in there again, because I want it to be really, you know, shocking pink, pigmented. And guys, I cannot believe that we have been living in a pandemic. Oh yeah, and the country is really away. Finally, I'm putting on some makeup and I can finally go somewhere wearing it. And I'm not just putting it on for YouTube or for Instagram and then washing it off after I take a few snaps, you know. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I am very impressed with this color on this palette. Very impressed. Wow, that looks great. I think it looks great. So now I'm gonna take this brush, a different brush, and guys, please clean your brushes. Like, if you're not gonna clean them, like, I don't clean my brushes every time I'm gonna put on makeup. I clean them I'll use them maybe twice and then clean them afterwards, because you don't want your skin to break out and stuff like that because you're using dirty products. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna take Happiness, this purple color over here, right, and I'm just going to tap that in there, right, and I'm just gonna concentrate it on the outer V, if that's what it's called, of my eye, and I'm gonna pack it on there, right. I'll do the same for this side. This side. Oh, guys, I am obsessed with this color. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. And pinks and purples are literally my favorite colors. Like, even when it comes to basic things, but I am obsessed. I'm just going to put that purple again. I'm going into that purple and I'm gonna concentrate it even more, so that when we cut the crease, you can literally still see it coming alive there. Still see it coming alive there. Oh guys, and I can even like leave it like this, but you know what, Zennie is extra. Zennie likes cut creases, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this crease. But guys, this palette is definitely worth it, and it literally get it now while it still retails for 300 rand. All right, so you know what we're going to do now? We're gonna do this half crease. Yeah, we're gonna do this half crease, baby. Yeah, guys, I think I've said this enough. I'm obsessed with this palette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the same concealer to to have a base for my cut crease, and I'm gonna use this angled brush. I like to just flatten it out a bit, yeah, and then I don't know, I just put that there. You look up, and that's where your cut crease basically will end. Okay, now so I'm gonna draw and outline that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back into happiness again, just to make sure that that purple is concentrated here. I might dab in a bit of harmony, a bit of black to make it very smoky. I might. So let's just do that. And every time you do a cut crease, you just wanna make sure that, you know, you blend properly, so that they like that the line that the concealer creates, you don't want it to be harsh or anything like that. So you just pack that on there, that purple on there, you know, and then we'll blend it. Don't worry not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to Power, which was our transition color here, and I'm just going to tap that in once more, and then just make sure that that transition color isn't lost. You know what I mean? Because we can't lose her, because she was a G. She was good. She didn't do anything wrong. I'm just going to make sure that we haven't lost her. We're doing all right. So now I'm gonna take this shade right here, Scarlet. That's how Scarlet looks like, and that's going to be the star of the show. Basically, she's gonna be the star of the show. So now what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna pack that color onto our crease, you know. And you can either use your finger, you can use this brush like this, or you can use an angled brush like how I used in this thing, how I used to apply the crease, but like a different angled brush, like maybe a clean one like this. I'm gonna use this flat brush to apply that color. Scott, I like weighting my brush because the color payoff is much better. Okay, I think the mark color, but you know what I mean. You just swipe that color there and just, oh, I think I've brushed on my thing, and just pack it on. You want to pack it on. Guys, I really love how this eye look is coming along. I was gonna do liner, but I think the star of the show should be what do you call this, the palette. And because you're liner, there's that. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna blend that purple that I didn't blend right in there. right in there. Blend that purple that we didn't blend right in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to New, because I think she got lost a bit there. I'm going to go back to New, this palette, and then I'm going to go right in and just sweep it along here. Just sweep it along here. Do that again. Sweep along here. Wow, guys, I think that completes the eye look, right? And I used a lot of lid space, honey. I used a lot of lid space. Now, so this was the star of the video. Daisy eyeshadow palette. That's what it's called, Hermosa Flor Cosmetics. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, that is the palette right over there. I think the eye look turned out very well, turned out very pretty. It's very me, you know what I mean? Now we're gonna do the rest of our face. So you know what I do? Primer. I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser Primer. You know, it's the most affordable primer I've ever come across, because it's only 100 rand and it does the job. It does the job. And I'm quite hungry. I hope I'm not running late, but I'm already dressed. Okay, I'm not running late. I'm eating them at 1:30. It's 10 to 1. But okay, you know, black people are always late anyway, so they'll probably be late as well. And today I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Caramel. This is how that looks like. If you guys want a review on this foundation, I'm happy to give it to you. You'll just comment down below. I forgot how much it is because I bought it last year. So yeah, I can do like an accurate review because I've been using it. But I haven't used it in a while. So let's get that. Full coverage. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about. Okay, now I'm gonna blend using this beauty blender. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna highlight with EP. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna highlight with the Maybeline Fit Me Concealer in the shade The Tea. That's how the shade looks like. And here it is. And I'm gonna use, ooh, she's gone. I'm gonna use the Maybeline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 45 to contour. So let's do that. I'm back. I'm gonna take Warm Honey now. LA Girl Fit Me LA Girl Pro Concealer rather, in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm just going to it's the darker highlight concealer that I use, and I'm just going to put it on here, you know, yeah, just put it on the put it on here as well. So now I'm going to blend this concealer out using a beauty blender. Because I use a beauty blender for everything, but you can use a brush as well. But before I blend it out, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro setting spray just to make it easier to blend. Oh, I need a new setting spray. And then yeah, I'm going to blend now. Okay, so what I want to do is, you know when you want your eyeshadow to have that cat eye effect sort of thing, what you can do is you can take a concealer, right, the same concealer that you were using for your under eye, right, and you can just swipe it like so. You know, swipe it like so. So that your eyeshadow looks very clean, you know, very clean-ish. Okay, not using this brush. Use this brush. And then what you can do is you can just blend it out. You see, that looks better than that whole rounded effect thing. I think I butchered it this eye, but you know what? We move. All right, now we can set our under eye concealer. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Banana Luxury Banana Powder, or Luxury Powder, excuse me, to set my concealer. So where's the brush? I'm gonna use this fluffy brush that I always use to set my concealer, and debuggled it. Debuggled it. Not gonna lie, debuggled it. But guys, you can always just dust it off. There we go. Now let's go underneath the eye. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that powder over here, honey. Put that powder over here, honey. And then we can dust that off. Dust that off using this powder brush. My friend sent me a message about Utiba now. What's going on? What's cooking oil? Guys, this eyeshadow is giving me life. Alright, now that we're done with that, we're gonna put some contour on. I'm gonna use the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder in the shade True Caramel. But this is how it looks like. It's the shade 50, which is True Caramel. I'm gonna use this fluffy angular or angled brush, if that's what it's called, and I'm just going to put that in there, honey. I remember my boyfriend watched me do this and he was like, he doesn't see what difference this makes. But guys, we are also in terms of your makeup. Come on. I think we're almost done. I didn't close my concealer. Why would I not do that? Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is we're going to blush. You know, I'm gonna use the LA Girl GLAM thingy. It's blush collection. It's got 2 blushes, a bronzer and a highlight. That's how it looks like. 2 blushes, bronzer and a highlight. And yeah, as you can see, I've used the highlight quite a bit, but okay, I have a better highlight now, but I don't use this to bronze because I feel like it's too dark for my skin. And yeah, you know how I do it. Just tap in there, tap that there, tap that there, and smile. And now we're gonna highlight. The palette that I'm gonna use to highlight is the Essence Choose Your Globe highlighter palette, and that's how it looks like. I've used it quite a couple of times on my channel, And I'm gonna take the shade Summer Glow to highlight, even though we are snap bang in the middle of winter. I'm gonna take this fan brush from Switch Beauty. Most of the brushes I've used today are from Switch Beauty. I'm just gonna highlight on Cupid's bow. Highlight my nose, because you know I don't like to highlight my nose. Highlight there. Come on, give me color, give me pigment. There we go. Guys, it's lambile. Give me color, give me pigment, give me glow, give me choose your glow. And I'm gonna take this brush right here from Beauty Treats, and I'm gonna dab that in there just to highlight my brow bone. There we go. Highlight my brow bone on this side as well. Cause guess your highlighter up a bit. Highlight up, and I think that's it for the complexion. That's it for the complexion, honey. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my setting spray to finish that off. Yo, oh my god. Now let's do some lips, child. So what I'm gonna do with the lips is that I'm gonna line my lips with this Rimmel London Brow Pencil. Then I'm gonna take this Revlon lipstick in the shade Audacious Mauve 048. That's how it looks like. Good, but I think I want a glossy effect today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Lip Therapy in the shade Honey. As you can see, I'm pale. I'm just gonna put some of it on my. I'm gonna put some of it on my lips. I don't want to contaminate this thing. And I'm just gonna. Alright guys, this is the final look. The lashes that I used are the Pinky Goat lashes. I've purchased them at Clicks. You can get them at Clicks. And yeah, this is the final look. As I have said before, I really enjoyed the palette. It had a very nice color payoff, very nice pigment, and it was very easy to work with. It's very beginner friendly. As I've mentioned in the video, it retails for 300 Rand. So if you're interested in purchasing it, I'll leave the link in the description box below. And thank you so much for tuning in. And this was the final look. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment down below, and click the subscribe button if you haven't. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms at Zennie Booi, both on Twitter and Instagram. I'll link those in the description box below as well. And I'll see you in my next video.